What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ellis, and today I'm going to be telling y'all a story about how my substitute teacher once said a version of the N word. But before I get into it, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you never miss another wild video. And leave a comment, of course. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. So the story starts off with my social studies class, of course. Like, where else would this story have a better start, am I right? So it starts off in my social studies class, and my teacher was out that day because I think she might have been sick, or I don't know the reasons. I didn't really pay attention. I didn't much care, to be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, that might sound terrible, but that's just the truth. And so she was out, so we had a substitute teacher. And for the sake of this video, we'll name the substitute teacher Josh, right? Because, I don't want to use his real name. That would be pretty wrong. Okay, so how it kind of starts off. Okay, so how this story starts off is me and my boy Hunter, of course. We were walking to social studies class, right? Because I think we either saw each other in the hallway, or we might have had that last class together. I'm not 100% sure. It's one of those two. But all I know is that we were walking together to our social studies class, right? And we get there, we have a seat, boom, the bell rings, right? So the bell rings, substitute teacher gets up, he's like, hey class, my name's Mr. Josh, and I will be your substitute teacher today. Your teacher is out today, of course, that's why I'm here. I mean, why else would the substitute teacher be there unless the teacher was out? I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but and I'm totally still talking as if I was him. Oh wow, my fault, YouTube. Just ignore that entire conversation I just had with myself. Now, what I meant to say is he said, hey class, my name's Mr. Josh. I'll be your substitute teacher today. Your teacher left us to start the class with this Channel 10 video. That's what I meant to say, because that's what happened. And so, he turns on the video, and this video it's going pretty smooth. It's going as all the other, Channel 10 videos that our social teachers force us to watch for some very odd reason. And so they get into, talking. They're like, well, today we're going to talk about the Negro baseball team, right? And so I was like, wow, straight out the gates, just like that. And so I look over my homeboy because they're repeating that saying. They're repeating the name over it like several times. I look over my homeboy. I'm like, yo, bro, is the lady up there that's talking about the Negro baseball team black, right? And he was like, nah, bro, I don't think that she is. But we really couldn't tell. I don't think that she was. She wasn't white nor black. I don't know what race that she was. And so I guess the teacher overheard me and some of my friends' conversation, and he came up to me. He was like, y'all talking about that girl right there? And I'm like, yeah, I was just wondering if she was black, because she keeps on repeating the baseball team's name. He's like, are you talking about the Negro baseball team? And you too, bro. The look on my face is just stunned, because this teacher, he's like whiter than white, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's kind of why I gave him the name Josh, right? No disrespect to any black people out there named Josh that might see this video in the future or something like that. I mean, I don't know what the odds of that are, but So I was just like, alright, can you not say that? And he goes, what, Negro baseball team? And I'm like, yeah, man, I don't like that. Can you just not say it? And he goes, well, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the Negro baseball team. I'm like, look, dog, I don't want you saying that, right? And he's just like, actually, he doesn't even respond. He just kind of walks off. And y'all want to know who was in the corner of the classroom laughing? It was my boy Mitch. Shout out to my boy Mitch. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel at Mitch City in this piece, bro. That's his YouTube channel, at Mitch City. I'll leave it down in the comments. Go over to his most recent video. Leave a like. Spam his comments with yo boy Ellis. Let him know who sent y'all YouTube. Yes sir, yes sir. And of course, back to the story. But this dude Mitch, he's just sitting over there in the corner of the classroom, dying of laughter, and I'm just like, wow. And I was just genuinely shocked. I was just like, wow, this teacher he just does not care, right? And Mitch, he was just sitting over there dying of laughter. I mean, dude was a bum, but come on now. And so, the rest of the class period goes by, and it's pretty smooth sailing. I cannot tell you, YouTube, what that class was about, bro. I genuinely do not remember. But if I did, YouTube, y'all be the first to know. No cap. But like I said, the rest of the class went by. It was pretty smooth. I can't tell y'all what it was about because I don't remember. And the end of the class comes by, and it's the end of the day. Everybody's packing up to go home. And I'm with my boy Hunter. I'm like, man, because we both walked out together, so our lockers are literally right next to each other. And I was talking to Hunter, I was like, bro, I'm about to go ask for an apology because I don't feel like that was right. And bro, Hunter, he just started dying of laughter. He's like, bro, you won't do it. I'm like, bro, I'm going to do it. And he was like, all right, bet, I'm going to record. And so Mitch, he overheard us, Mitch City. Go check him out. Mitch had overheard us, and he was like, bet, send me that video when y'all get it. And, I was just like, for sure, my dog, I got you. Being the good friend that I am. Because Mitch, he had a school bus that, he had to go catch, so he couldn't really just sit there and watch how everything went down. But YouTube, this is pretty much how everything went down. I'm going to let y'all know right now. First memories, bro. I walk up to the teacher, right? I'm like, yo, Mr. Josh, I just didn't really like how after I asked you not to say Negro, you kept on saying it. I was wondering if I could just, get an apology for it, right? And so he didn't have time to respond because the way that Hunter was recording, he was not trying to hide the phone, he wasn't trying to hide the phone. Or the fact that he was recording. He wasn't trying to hide none of that, YouTube. Dude was just free balling it. He had the phone right in the center of his face. And so, before Mr. Josh had time to, respond, another teacher who we'll name Mr. Frank pulled up. And he was like, what's going on here? Why are you recording a teacher and a student's conversation? And so, like, my boy Hunter, bro, he was stuck. He had no excuse. So you know what that bought us? You guessed it, YouTube. It bought us a trip to the office. And we're sitting there in the office, right? It's Mr. Frank, it's Mr. Josh, and then it's our principal, right? And our principal, she's like talking to me, and she's like trying to figure out, what was going on and stuff. And I explained the situation to her. And so she was like, yeah, I completely understand the situation. She looks at Mr. Josh, she goes, you shouldn't have done this. Mr. Josh, he's like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to cause you any offense by what I said. And I was like, yeah, man, that's all I wanted was an apology, right? And then she looks at Hunter and she goes, but you know that it's against school policy to record people without their consent, or even just to record people at all. So I will be confiscating your phone, and your parents will have to come in and pick it up for you. And just the devastation on Hunter's face was enough to tell you everything. Hunter just looked out of there. He completely regretted what he did. He was like, it was a voice. He went, this is how he was. He was, no. Sorry to, out you like that, Hunter, but man, bro, that was, I'm not gonna lie, at the moment it wasn't funny, but looking back on it was hilarious. And so, she takes Hunter's phone, and then I'm politely escorted out of the office so they can have their own little conversation and stuff. And while I was escorted out the office, so Mr. Frank, he was just walking with me, he was explaining to me how, Mr. Josh shouldn't have said that at all. He was explaining to me how he shouldn't have said it at all because words can go a long way and stuff. And I was like, yeah. And then he explained to me how he doesn't like it when people say the R word because his little brother is autistic, so, it really offends him. And I was like, yeah, man, I completely understand that. I would never say it to you, your brother. Like, I would just expect for nobody to, come around saying stuff to me after I asked him not to say it, And he was like, yeah, I feel you on that. And so, he walks me out. I hop in the car. My mom asked me what took me so long. I let her know what happened. I don't remember what she did. I don't think she made a big deal out of it because the situation had handled itself. And yeah, that's pretty much how that all went down, YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much how that all went down, YouTube. So y'all know. Y'all heard it first from your boy Ellis. Y'all know what it is, YouTube. If you're still here at the end of the video, you are awesome. and you're probably a really good friend too. No cap. So if you still here, leave a like, comment, share the video, comment the word popsicle down below. Don't forget to go check out my boy Mitch's channel, Mitch City. I'll leave it in the description. Go to his video, leave a like, comment yo boy Ellis, let him know who sent y'all. And alright, YouTube, I love y'all. Peace out.